My name is James Trent, District Manager in Columbus, and I am joined by two of my employees, the man, the myth, the legend, Tommy Gun Creamer, three-time 100K rider, and Mr. Matty Ice Reed, one-time 100K rider. And we're going to take you through power-based demonstration for the Midwest. Every single time you get the guest on the temper timeout portion of the buying process, you should go right into a power presentation to make sure that we are getting maximum exposure to the power bases. Because frankly, it's an odds game. The more people that sees the power base, the more likely it is you're going to sell it. So the power-based presentation I'm going to take you through today is a four-step process. It's very simple. That's the idea behind it. But if you follow this process, you should have a powerful power presentation. Mr. Customer, what you're laying on is one of the top-of-the-line Tempur-Pedic beds that we have. Absolutely fantastic bed. But what I'm going to show you is a way to personalize your sleep experience. Okay? What that involves is, first and foremost, I'm going to elevate your feet. And I'm going to elevate your feet for a couple of reasons. One, it's going to take pressure off of the lower back. Number two, it's going to stimulate blood flow and make sure that your heart doesn't have to pump blood as hard to get to your toes and other extremities. What you're going to do is tell me when it's comfortable for you. So you guys tell me when to stop. You're going to have to reach a consensus on that a little bit. So you let me know when you're good to go. All right. I've got the power! Perfect. So again, we tell them what we're going to do. We're going to elevate the feet, and then we let them tell us when they're comfortable in that position. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to reinforce some of the things that I told them about the position, taking pressure off the lower back and things like that. Did you guys feel some of that pressure come off of the small of your back when your feet went up? So this position here is the most common position that people stop me in when I go to elevate their feet. And it's because, if you've ever been to a doctor or seen any kind of medical studies, they elevate your feet to the level of the heart, correct? Same concept. You guys stopped us because this is where you're going to feel maximum pressure come off of your lower back. Okay? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to elevate your head. The elevation of the head is going to do two things. It's going to take pressure off of your diaphragm and make it easier for you to breathe. It is also going to force your soft palate back and all those other good things to help with sleep apnea, snoring, and things to that effect. Once again, you guys tell me when it's comfortable for you. So this position here is affectionately referred to as the zero gravity position. It's a position developed by NASA, and what they were doing is they're trying to find a position to simulate the effects of zero gravity in space and kind of match it here on Earth. Now, it's always kind of interesting because 99% of guests, they stop me in this position. And the reason for that is because we are taking off as much pressure of gravity off of your body as what we physically can here on Earth. And that's 100% true as far as the benefits that zero gravity have. Okay? So I'm taking an opportunity to, again, build value in the product itself and then confirm that they are indeed comfortable in this position. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to confirm with them and let them know that this is a nightly sleep position. So the cool thing about the zero gravity position is this is a sleep position. This is a position you sleep in every single night. It's not one of those things where, you know, you'll use this from time to time and never see it again. You can sleep in this position because of all the health benefits from anti-snoring and sleep apnea and lower back pressure relief and all that other good stuff. Okay? Now the next thing I'm going to show you is another feature that has a basis in science, and that is going to be the massage feature. The massage feature is not going to be deep tissue, it's not going to be shiatsu, it's just going to be a vibration, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and kick that on for you. I've got the power! What I'm doing is I'm setting up that there's science behind the massage feature, okay? You can make a little joke here. One of my favorites is, hey, you know, go ahead and put a quarter in it. You don't really have to, right? You beat guests to the punch that way because 99% of them are going to say it to you if you don't beat them to it. But most importantly, you're setting up the fact that the massage feature is based on science. So a prolonged use of the massage feature, about 5 to 7 minutes, will actually interrupt the pain receptors from the body to the brain. So you will feel pain relief off of the massage. So I've introduced the massage feature. They're up into the optimal sleep position. Now what I'm going to do is tell that customer that I'm going to take them flat. So Mr. Customer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the massage and I'm going to take you back to the flat position. What I want you to concentrate on is the pressure going right back on your body from gravity. Now keep in mind, you're on one of the top of the line beds that they make, but you're still going to feel that pressure. So I'm going to kick off the massage, and now we're going to go flat. That pressure that you're going to feel is feeling like you're being stretched apart like a rubber band. So I hit the flat button. Now as they go flat, it's very important to watch them, to kind of gauge their body language, and then I am going to confirm that they felt the pressure come off of their body. I've got the power! You guys felt that stretching, right? It's pretty crazy. Okay. If you get anything other than a really strong positive affirmative reaction, abandon ship, go on to something else, power's not for this guest. But 99% of the time, this guest is going to give you feedback that they definitely notice, okay? So we've done 4 basic things there. The first thing is we elevated their feet. We elevate their feet first because it's harder for them to get out of the bed as opposed to if their head was elevated. So feet goes up. Second step, we elevate their head. Third step is we turn on massage. Fourth step is we put them back flat, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some sort of thermometer closed or trial closed to gauge their interest in the product. Okay guys, so on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not at all better, I couldn't tell the difference, and 10 being a lot better, how much better was that zero gravity position than the flat position? Like a 7, an 8, a 9?
I'd say like an 8 or so.
Like an 8 or so? Okay. So they gave me an 8, and I led them, if you notice that, like a 7, 8, 9, they gave me an 8, so I'm going to go back now and say, so if I can make your sleep experience 80% better, is that something you'd be interested in looking into? Perfect. Now most of your guests at this point are going to ask about the price. That's going to happen probably 9 times out of 10. If they ask about the price, you can do one of 2 things. This is up to you. As the salesperson, what portion of the presentation you're in. You should be at the beginning of your presentation though, so we should still need to pick out the mattress. So what I'm going to say to that customer is when they ask me about the price,
how much is this?
Great question. So depending on the bells and whistles that you want, it starts as low as $5 a month and goes up from there, okay? So what we should do, though, is let's find the right mattress for you, and then we'll revisit this on the back end. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Perfect. So I'm starting them off, depending on which bells and whistles you want. It's as low as $5 a month, okay, and goes up from there. And the reason we start them low is we don't want to freak them out. We don't want to overwhelm them before we've even picked out a mattress, right? So we want to give them something that's reasonable, and with our current financing terms, that's 100% reasonable. Now, I'm speaking on 72 months at 0% right now, but if we go back to 36 months, which is typically what we would run, it's only an additional $10 a month. So this makes it very, very, very affordable for most consumers, okay? So we've got the customers on the power base. We've showed them the power base. We've taken them through the 4-step process where we elevated their feet, elevated their head, turned on the massage, put them back flat. That's kind of the crux of what we want to do. Now, all the other things that I kind of mentioned, those are best practices, and you're going to have your own that you're a fan of, and your district managers are going to have those. But confirming that the zero gravity position is a nightly sleep position, and also speaking to the fact that we're breaking down payments into monthly payments, those are particularly strong for me. I feel particularly passionate about them because let's face it, salespeople don't show power for one reason, and that's because they're afraid of the price. So we've eliminated that out of the equation. $5 isn't intimidating to anyone, and we're able to show every single guest who walks through our door the power of power. So thanks for your time. Have a good day.